Hello everybody, it's Yuriko, and I am back. And I know I've been kind of like finicky on the videos lately. It's been hell here, actually. There is one issue that's really bugging the hell out of me. It is... She is an awesome friend. She is an awesome woman. She's an awesome writer. Everything. You can find her on AO3 as Philandris. I'll have a link in the description below. That's all her original work. Okay? Now, I'm not here to be rude, and I'm not here to be mean. I am not here to be, cutting down on anybody. I am here because theft is taking place, and the person that's doing the thieving isn't doing anything about it. She's hiding behind disability, stating that, her disability allows her to do this. Okay. First things first, just because you're disabled doesn't mean you know the difference between right and wrong. Second thing, hiding behind a disability does not make you safe from anybody. Thirdly, you're using a disability to your advantage, or trying to anyways, and you're failing miserably at it. It's time to be an adult, buck up, and deal with the problem. The person you're stealing off of, you're breaking her heart. You're killing her. She doesn't even want to ride anymore because of you. The hell's your problem? I'm only going to give out a screen name. The person's name is Wiccan of White. She was on AO3, but now has since been deleted, either voluntarily or by AO3 itself. AO3 is Archive of Our Own, if you're wondering. And I've combed through her stuff. Just for, I had a panic attack moment, and I was like, oh my god, who stole this? And she's on DeviantArt as well. And I had just found this out, and I am now in full panic mode. Because I have a whole bunch of stories out on DeviantArt, which I'm probably going to pull. Because my screen name on DeviantArt is Rain, R-A-Y-N-E 430. I might not have a lot of followers, I might not have a lot of hits or anything like that. I really don't care. I write because it's fun. I write because it's relaxing. I write because I don't like the ending to something. Or I write because, something didn't make sense to me. A whole nine. I have to reread Wiccan of White's work again, but I'm believing that some of my passages were used too. From a story that I had first written when I had gotten on DeviantArt. And it's a long story, and it's still not done yet. Sorry for the crunching, I'm sucking on cough drop. I have to reread my work, because it's been that long. But some of it I recognize. Some of it I don't. So I have to sit there and put them back to back and see what's what. But, being disabled does not excuse thievery. Does not excuse plagiarism. And you can sit there and defend disabled people's rights in the whole nine, but you still have to ask for permission. And, yeah, she asked for permission for a little tiny blurb of stuff. Just a little bit. Not a whole, complete, entire chapter. Not a whole story. Okay? Not a whole paragraph. She didn't ask for any of that. She asked for 2 sentences worth. That's it. And if she ever sees this, are you wondering... I've got a question. Are you wondering that if just because you got the 2 little blurbs that you wanted, that gives you the right to steal the rest of it without asking for permission? Because you have to be specific on what you want. You weren't. It's heartbreaking when somebody works their butt off on stuff just to have it stolen from somebody else. And they're sitting there getting the praise for it and reaping the benefits of it and the whole nine, and they're just, oh, I love this. Yes, I wrote this. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't write it. All you have to do is be grown up and admit that you were in the wrong. That's it. That's all you have to do. And I understand that pride gets in the road. I understand that, that feelings get in the road and the whole nine. But, honey, in all reality, truth hurts. And, just because you're disabled doesn't mean you're going to get special treatment. You're going to be treated like everybody else. That's equality. You have to take the good with the bad. Because that's the only way you're going to get it. Sorry. But to my friend Philandris, I am so very sorry this is happening to you. I saw a video of you today and you're completely breaking down and crying because somebody else is completely stolen, completely taken everything that you worked your ass off for, and claiming it as their own. Come on. As one artist to another, I love you. I do. I really do. And no homo. Little joke there, no homo. But I am so sorry this is happening to you. I really am. I don't understand what the hell is going on. I don't understand why she thinks that just because she has a disability she can get away with it. This is how I see it. Okay, I have a disability. That means I am free and clear of whatever. She's got this idea in her head. Just because I have a disability, that means I am scot-free from whatever the hell I do. So I can sit there and steal other people's stuff and not get in trouble for it. That doesn't work that way. Yes, you have a disability. Yes, we recognize you do have one. Yes, that's all fine, well, and good. But the way you're acting with it, no. No. You don't take this to your advantage. Okay? And this isn't much of an advantage. Come on. I understand that some people's mental capacity won't allow them to write whatever. Okay? I completely understand that. I completely understand it. I can write sex scenes better than, action-focused scenes, stuff like that. But I am working on it. But with disabilities, I understand that a lot of training and practice can help you get past it. If not very much. If not very much past it, it can help you kind of move through it or help you get around it. There's ways of doing stuff that you don't have to be this way. All you have to do is try. And that's all we're asking you to do is try. Please try. That's all I'm asking, is try to work past this. But for some odd reason, you are so damn adamant that she gave you permission for all of it, you have no proof. And on top of that, you go crying, and I mean literally crying, to an actor you've met once. Oh, don't believe any of this, please, I'm begging you. Okay, first, that makes you look like a really, really, really crazy person. The second thing, I highly doubt, they meet thousands of people per day. Highly doubt they're going to remember you. So, I mean, I just got a message from Philandris. Her name is Nadine. Okay? I said, that's it. I've had it with this woman. I'm going to do something. I'm not going to attack, which I'm not. I'm not going to be rude or mean. I'm going to YouTube. Hello. And she says, you don't need to do it on my behalf. I'm trying to let go of the whole thing. But I understand if you need to get it off your chest. I understand that you're trying to let it go. I really do. But when stuff like this keeps popping up, it's going to redig all of it. You can't just let something go that you're heartbroken on and that you're crying over. That you can't let something like that go. You worked your butt off on something. Don't let go of something without a fight. And right now, from what I'm seeing, don't give up. Okay? her accounts are getting banned or she's voluntarily getting rid of shit or whatever. Keep that going. Because if she can't write honestly, she doesn't need to be writing at all. Okay. Nadine, honey, I love you to death. I love you to death, and I am going to fight tooth and nail for what the hell is going on. I've seen stuff in there that I recognize from my stuff. And it's not from... It's little blurbs here and there, which I really don't have a problem with. But if she stole a whole damn chapter from me or a whole freaking story, I'm going to be pissed. And you have every right to be pissed. But do not quit. Don't let it go. Let it go when it's done and over with. Okay? Don't hold any grudges after the fact. Alright? But this is still an ongoing fight. She's still out there. This is Wiccan of White. She is on DeviantArt. She was on AO3. She's on Twitter. Wiccan of White. Exactly how it sounds. Wiccan of White. Wiccan with 2 C's. Of White. Now, please, people, do not go out on anybody's behalf and start berating her. Do not do that. We are trying to conduct this in a civil and adult manner. Okay? And therein lies the rub. She thinks it's a personal attack, and it's really not when you start taking somebody else's personal stuff. That means it's level playing ground. But this is getting utterly ridiculous. So please, if anybody's going to say anything, don't be rude, don't be nasty, don't mock her, don't make fun of her. All right? Don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. You see her and you want a messenger, make sure your words are sweet because you might be eating them later. Okay? And that goes for Wiccan of White too, because I've seen most of your messages, chick. They're not that civil. I understand you want to defend disabled people's rights, sorry. Which is fine. Absolutely fine. You have to have something to do. Well, I shouldn't say it that way. You have to have something to believe in, which is fine. But disabled people's rights does not cover plagiarism. Does not cover... What? I just... Sorry, I'm kind of like going... Because I can't wrap my head around it. Because if you go to school, Wiccan of White, if you go to school, if you go to college and you decide to get a career in whatever, that's great. But when you go and write the papers, how are you going to write them? If this disability is so bad that you have to steal other people's stuff, how are you going to write them? How are you going to write the papers? Because they're not going to treat you like, you know, they're not going to hold your hand through the whole process. They're going to treat you like a normal human being. And that in itself should make you happy. Because they're not treating you and giving you, you know, special whatever or anything like that. They're treating you like a normal human being. Without disability or in the whole nine. Now, you can mention it in college, for disabilities in the whole nine, blah, blah, blah. But when they request you to write a paper, how are you going to do that? Because you'll immediately get kicked out of school because you're plagiarizing off other people's work. I mean, that's an automatic kick. You know, do not pass go, do not collect $200, go directly to jail kind of thing. You can't do that. You know, and then because of you, and this is hitting really close to home, because of you, Wiccan of White, I'm afraid to post anything that I've got going on. Because I've got 2 fan fiction stories going on, and a novel of my own, and my husband's, and I'm afraid to post anything of it, even for somebody to run it through their grammar check, you know. I'm afraid because somebody like you is going to come up and steal my stuff. Do you know how awkward you make people feel? Do you know how horrible you make people feel because you don't care? Disability or no, you should not be allowed a computer, period. I'm sorry. Do you want to write? Go ahead and write. By God, do it. Go ahead and write. But to tell you the truth, people like you should not be allowed on any kind of artistic, creative websites whatsoever. Because with fear of you stealing other people's stuff. I mean, I'm trying not to get loud and I'm trying not to get upset, but this is upsetting me a lot. And this doesn't need to happen. If you want to be conducted as an adult and treated like one, then you better present yourself as one. Because right now you're being extremely childish and hiding behind rules that have nothing to do with it. Stop hiding and start standing up for yourself. To the point of where I'm letting go of my pride and admitting you did wrong. Apologies help with the first part of it. Denial is what you're going through now. No, I never did any of that, blah, blah, blah. And there was proof, and you still denied it. And now there's maybe some apologies going on. To tell you the truth, Broken of Right, you need to start righting the wrongs you've done. And you better start doing it now, because I'm a firm believer in karma. Okay? Karma is going to come around and punch you so bad that everything you know and love will probably be gone within a matter of years. I've seen it work quicker than that. So I'm hoping for your sake it doesn't work that quickly. And hoping for your sake that this karma that's going to come around and kick you in the butt doesn't hit you as hard because you've been working on amending your wrongs. But that's what you need to do, is you need to step up, be an adult. I know adulting sucks. I know it's a pain in the butt. And I know that you think you don't have to. But when you have half of the world coming down on your butt, stating that you need to, take a clue, take a hint. Take a memo. You need to. Because you knew you done wrong. You know you've done wrong. You know it. But other than that, some lightheartedness here. Yes, I have a new coloring video up. And that one took me a day and a half, kind of. I said it took me a day, but it took me a day and a half. And I'm going to rest from that one because my hand is cramping so bad. Other than that, I do apologize for the half makeup bull honky shit going on and my hair going. It was blue. But other than that, you guys, if you're going to call yourself an artist, then you guys got to be respectful to other artists. Doesn't mean steal their shit. Because you're pretty much stealing their thunder, their ride for your 15 minutes of fame. That's pretty shitty. That is really shitty, and it takes a special kind of person to do that crap. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Now back to your regular scheduled programming.